It's Steve Lynch of Great Plains Manufacturing. We're going to talk about swath command settings once again, and we're going to take this a step further and talk about loading a variable rate map. Please refer to the manual that's there, and it's going to explain to you how you create that map, how it should be built, and how it should be formatted. That's all explained in the 120 terminal manual. For base settings there, basically it's going to be loaded on a flash drive, and we're going to put a flash drive in here that has a map. And a couple things we got to do on the terminal before we actually get up and going here is, as the terminals come out of the plant, they're not set up for rate control. They're set up for section control. So two settings that are in there is under the main terminal setting here, under system, features, and implement. We must turn on variable rate control, and that's to be enabled there. And then also under the implement itself, under the ECU, under the section control only, we want to change this to section and rate control. And to require it to reboot and pull down and then come back up, and then we'll be ready to do rate control and section control at the same time. As you see, it's going to turn white. When it comes back up, we'll be ready to go, and it'll be looking, and that'll actually turn another button on in the menu to do rate control at the same time. Go to make sure IntelliHike comes back up, and it's going to reload. We're going to go to our screen here. And once we are there, now we actually have a map that's formatted in .xml, and we're actually going to bring that into the flash drive over here. So when we do that, we're going to bring that in as in task data. That's what we're looking for. We hit the green check. We're looking for the task data XML file, and that's what we have coming up here. And now we've loaded that data successfully, and as you can see, now we have the task data button is now activated, and it comes on. And now we want to go in and we want to load the map that we have here. So we want to go and hit the button here that says this is what's on my map. There's my green check. And now we have a map that we can zoom back out and show you what we have here. It doesn't look quite like the field we're going to, but we're going to change some settings in here to try to make sure everything can be looking correct. Now we know we had a variable rate map that's loaded in there. So we have coverage up here, and now our VRC map needs to go in. And now we can go and edit the actual rate that we're going to apply, and we know we got 4 different rates. And if you want to, you can go in and slide this so you can set the ranges that are actually in there. And what's there is we have a minimum value of 34. I know I have that on my map. I have a maximum value of 40,000. And I have 4 different ranges that I actually have I've programmed in here on this map. Once it's all in there, I can set this in here and we can get ready and go, and we ought to be seeing our map here. Let's see what we did wrong here. This is what we haven't loaded yet. Sorry about that. That's why we go to IntelliAg, corn, green check. This is what we have, and that's our product, and that's our variety that's there. Now, if the map is built correctly, as you can see, there's default values that are in there. One's for a default value of 34,000. There's an out-of-field value of 34,000. If we were to lose our GPS, we'd want to put in the same thing there. Those are the 3 values that can be entered in there, and that's going to be displayed on our map itself. Now, as you can see, we got our map that's up, and we have our 4 different rates that are in there. Once I hit the green master key and turn this on, basically you can see I've actually activated my 34,000 pops up, and that's the range that I'm in. As you can see there, there's my double, and that's the double arrow. Now the task controller is controlling that. From that point on, as I move through any one of these zones, it's going to change my map as we go through there. For more details on that and then once I'm done, you'd be able to export back out. You're going to do the same thing. You can create a job report or send everything out to the flash drive and export it out once you're done. Once it's exported back out and you're done and that map disappears and you're ready to go to the next field. Material rate's going to go back up and we're going to go from task controller rate back to material rate. Once you're done with that, like I said, please reference the manual because this can explain everything you need to do in this. For more on Great Plains section control and planting, go to greatplainsag.com. Thank you.